Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon's offense will have the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
That's reeled in. It's Perry. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Perry. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Sluggo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Offense in a split backfield. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Trojans decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit David, but then the mistake just crushed him.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt. It opens up the passing attack, and I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And the defense got it. Touchdown Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Coach suggestions.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. All wideouts, no backs. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Play call, formation, there are 6, 3, 4, 2. Over G, there are 2 categories.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Choose the player to replace. You have 11 options. Choose a new player. You have 10 options. Choose formation. There are 2 categories. You have 21 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Entering play call, over, cover 3 sky, cover 1 middle.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Coach suggestions.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Trojans. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Entering play
They've
call,
extended the
coach
lead and taken
suggestions.
control
There are
here in
6
week 9.
categories.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return. Sets up this offense in solid field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Snagged in the middle. It's Roach. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Cover 3 matches selected.
Off play action on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now to ship into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the back. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions.
Brings into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half.
Empty tray. Stick. Quick slants. Empty bunt. Uncharged. Clear key. Drag curl. D-spot and go.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally
Short
they're on the
cross.
move on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Green. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down.
Entering play call formation. There are 2 categories.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Won't near the sticks. It's Fowler. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Trojans started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, look out on the right. He's inside the 40. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Flea flicker.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Give to the running back. They roll the dice with a run in the red zone, and time's going to run out on them here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Option is set. Penny. There are 2 categories.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
Selected.
They'll run it to the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock it down at the 31. And the Trojans will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the...
He caught it! They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you can call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds his tight end. And they're able to get him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws and turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
5, keep divide.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Entering play formation. Auction is set to auction. Double in. I'll go. Empty. Please hot and go. Drag curl. Please mesh cross.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And it's picked off for the third time today. Takes it the other way. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception is set up. Great field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Well, there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation now.
And the pressure gets there.
Entering
And down
play
he
call.
goes at the 18.
Formation. Option is
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete to the left. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Here's a throw downfield late. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Short cross.
Offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They just They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this.
They get the W.